Okay, so I said that the element of gang stalking is sabotage. And what you just saw is, the type of things that are orchestrated. And sometimes it's far worse than that. It gets a little bit more extreme. So, in particularly with the two that were involved, okay, over here to my left, 323, Sonya's pedophile. They got him a job, okay? He set the work truck on fire after he was going through a process for something else. I think he did something else wrong on the job. And if you look at my journal entries, you'll see where the government was talking to me about that. I don't know anything about it. And the only thing that I saw align with reality was him talking to a buddy, a couple of buddies that dropped by about it. But I didn't catch all that either. I wasn't eavesdropping or nothing like that. I have ears and they're meant to hear. And occasionally when I pass my window, and there's times where I'm not even planning on it, I pick up on things. So, anyhow, he set the work truck on fire because he was mad about potentially losing the job. And a few days go by. I think I might still have this video. I don't know if I deleted it or not because nothing became of it. But if you really thought that someone over here in this duplex did that, you would have pointed the cops in this direction right away. They were only telling those that they know that type of information. They were trying to deflect from what took place. Everyone knows him, knows that motherfucker is gone in the head. Okay? Everybody that knows him knows that. But they were trying to deflect and act like they had reason to believe that someone in this duplex, either them downstairs or I, set the motherfucking truck on fire. So, normally there's an investigation, and I'm sure they could tell that it was clothes that was used to start the fire. You see the videos when I catch him going in the door after he started the fire, and then them making a scene out front. So they come out two different doors and, act like they don't know what the fuck is going on after he did it. And they got surveillance right in front of the motherfucking truck. But suddenly your brand new surveillance ain't working. And these are the type of things that they're doing to align with what's taking place with me. Like me not being caught on camera when I tried to murder that guy at the library. And they saved him with magic. So set the work truck on fire. And I guess he goes through some type of grievance. And right back going to work. Like this is about a month, a little over a month later, you know, like there's no reason he should have a job. And they're doing it to suggest that I'm working. I told you the elements of gang stalking is sabotage. So they want to make it appear, in my case, that these things aren't being done to me. They're trying to weaken the validity of my claims when they're obvious. And they're weakening it by covering all their bases pretty much. They show up as a psychiatrist, they show up as a caseworker, and they show up as law enforcement, so they don't look into anything. Formal complaints haven't been written or anything, like they literally receive these things and don't respond. And then they orchestrate things in the neighborhood. I live in a neighborhood full of neighbors that represent world problems. The government agents that are using these identities represent businesses and corporations. This is all about saving business. That's all this is about. Well, and me not being me, of course, enslaving my bloodline, the pineal gland, the original womb woman. They don't want to face all the lies and all the things that have been that are associated with what they've done. They've completely screwed like the identity of whose Christ's mother is, who I am, who my bloodline is, while they try to shrink and control us. So anyhow, this video ain't about that. I'm not gonna go into that stuff you've seen in the other videos where I talk about it in detail. But yeah, that shit took place, and I caught them. I caught her on one occasion point over here, like, yeah, over there, like right over there, you know. But I couldn't hear anything else. My blinds were open that day; they were cracked, and that might have been the only time. If there's another time, it's noted somewhere. You know, like you know by now how remote neural monitoring works and how it's meant to control your argument. It's meant to control your statements. It's meant to control what I'm doing right now. This is evidential. The things that I'm disclosing in this video is evidential. So when someone looks at this, you know, you'll find details that are associated with what's going on around me. So if there's something that they don't want to show up, they'll block it. Um, what else? What else? What else? There's no pause on here.